Focus Plumbing, always at your fingertips.
Pow! Danny Vegas time, Danny Vegas World, segment 4. We are literally $750,000 into the show, and I just want to do a quick shout out to our friends at Focus Plumbing.
Yes.
Focus Plumbing is our big sponsor here, and we their logo is in the corner, and Jerry Zimmerly comes on once a month, and it's great. So
my phone is flashing.
Your phone is flashing.
Sorry.
Like I'm in a disco. All right. Okay, so let's go back in time. Segment 1 was events and shout-outs. We shouted out Las Vegas Women's Magazine, et cetera, et cetera. We found out what's been going on with Andine Rose.
Yeah,
we
upcoming
shouted out
classes.
Lisa King. Lisa King will be here next week as the hashtag the Black Widow, hashtag One Lucky Gal. Blah, blah, blah. Segment 2 was very interesting. We talked about the boundaries of cheating on your relationships.
What are your boundaries?
What are your boundaries? We talked about the situation where if you have female friends and you kind of spend time with those female friends, is that considered cheating? We talked about that. And then in segment 3, we talked about the Super Bowl. All right, let's get into segment 4. Now, segment 4, we usually have our business guest. We will have a business guest coming up when you're here next time.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Grant a Gift for Autism is something near and dear to my heart, and they've recently gone through a lot of change. Donna Curry is now the president of, I think she's the president of it, and she's a business mogul in the subway world.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Linda Taché, who is the founder of Grant a Gift, has stepped down, and she is pursuing other avenues.
Now, is she still running for Congress?
I'm not exactly sure of what she's doing at this point. There's a lot of different things going on that it's her story to tell.
Okay.
Then they'll be bringing in the new person running it, the new top dog.
Okay.
And then they'll be sharing their upcoming events and charity fundraising activities, which is always a great thing.
Well, they come on every year, so we're very excited, and we're very excited to have them back, and we're going to have some fun with that. So that is the next time you're here, which is March something.
8th, I believe.
Yeah, probably March 8th, whatever. So, okay. So we did that. We did about that. So now in segment 4, I just kind of scanned what's going on and what's trending. Now, this is kind of interesting. Jim Carrey, which we all
love. Jim
Carrey's a great actor. Dumb and Dumber, classic. I mean, you go through the TV channels and Dumb and Dumber's on, you automatically stop to watch the rest of the movie.
Just watch it over and over. You can recite it.
That's right. It's so good. And but he in the last few years, I think he's become kind of a hermit.
He has
grown his beard really long.
Yeah, I just watched a show. They were interviewing him, and he actually took them through his home. And he's quite artistic, which I did not know that. He has this huge art studio in his home, and he does all kinds of art. He's very talented.
Yes.
And really smart.
But he has started. It's kind of interesting. He's using Facebook to tell everybody.
No, I think he
did
it on Twitter.
Oh, he did it on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's telling everybody to disinvest from Facebook and
sell your shares
and get off the platform, because he is saying that they were
Facebook has admitted, though.
Yeah, they're involved in the Russian campaign to influence the election through social media.
Right. Yeah, and Facebook admitted that there were paid ads on the site during the campaign.
Right.
And we've had this whole Russia issue for eternity now, it seems like. So he's asking people to
get off Facebook.
Get off of it. Sell your stock. I mean, we're on Facebook right now. Clearly I don't have a problem with it.
Which leads to another question. Is Facebook so ingrained in the culture now?
Yes.
That it will survive everybody on the planet at this point in time. I mean, it would literally be something that is ingrained in the culture that you couldn't shut this thing down if you wanted to.
I would agree. I mean, you have everybody up and coming. I think I know on one hand people who aren't on Facebook and want nothing to do with it. I mean, I'm not on it as much personally as I used to be. Mine I use primarily for business, and then
Right.
when I do this show,
Right.
because it's the social media networking.
Yes, distribution.
Yes,
basically.
and so when you can utilize something that costs you no money,
Right.
as a business owner, it just makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It's a no-brainer, people. But if in fact it did sway the election in any way, there's got to be some kind of accountability.
Well, it's interesting because, the thing is, I don't know if it swayed the election, but it definitely drove a wedge because the Russians basically they know what the hot buttons are in this
Right.
society. They know what the hot buttons are in America. So literally using deceptive Facebook ads to drive a wedge between either maybe African Americans and white folks or Mexicans and black folks by, doing certain things on Facebook that get people's reaction. And it's an organized campaign to do that.
Oh yeah, it's well thought out.
It's well thought out. I love your co-host. What's her name? Andine Rose.
Thank you.
She's week 2
To-
of
Red.
the Danny Vegas Live Show. Nicole Taylor Sharp, week 1. Lisa King, week 3. Okay, Maria, are you up to date now? Okay, great. Okay. So it is very interesting, and it's kind of like, how do you... Now, I know Facebook's saying, hey, we're going to try to get the algorithms to try to filter out this fake news and all these articles that get these little tantalizing
Right,
headlines
right.
like, so-and-so did this. So you have to click
You
on
click
it.
onto it, and then they get you.
And they get you.
They get you. They follow you.
And et cetera, et cetera. But I just don't know, because every day I go on Facebook and I'll see something that's like, that post has a purpose of clickbait. They call it clickbait. Not jailbait, clickbait. Okay? And, which can be the same thing, I guess. But anyway, so it's very interesting in the future of social media. Is it going to become worse or better?
I think social media is both the devil and the savior, depending on how you're using it and what you're using it for. I think it's atrocious with the bullying aspect of it.
Right.
Because
That's a
you're a
whole new
coward.
thing.
Whole new thing, and it's you're a coward. But going back to the business side of things, using it for positive. I have like some of the likes are positive, power of positivity,
Right.
things like that. So I get those posts on my feed that'll pop up.
Right.
I love that. I don't have the push notifications. I don't want to know every 2 seconds if somebody's
Right.
liking or clicking or
Right.
I don't want that. I don't want to know that.
Right.
I also don't want to know that you're stuck in traffic having coffee in a bad day. There's too much information.
Right.
It's too much. So I think it's only going to get worse. We're just too media driven.
I tend to agree. Now, it's just going to be a matter of time. I just wonder, is it going to be a matter of time, maybe 10, 20, 30 years from now, where the government steps in to... Will they step in to say, listen, we are literally killing ourselves with all this free speech? I mean, is there a limit to it, to the point where it's literally hurting society, not helping society?
I think it's hurting society now.
So,
I really think it's hurting society now. Everyone, first and foremost, we all have the right to free speech.
right.
People have forgotten to respect that free speech, to respect that opinion of somebody. You don't have to like it, nor do you have to agree with it, but respect it. And you make one little comment and people they go crazy over it. And then they say nasty, hurtful things. It's just icky. People are just mean and icky sometimes.
It's going to be a very interesting question, especially when we roll into 2020. Now, I have made the prediction that Donald Trump will not run again.
I don't think you will.
I don't think he will. Right now, it's too far away, but I think he will not. But at the same time, how will it affect the next election? The next presidential election? It's going to be very interesting.
It's not going to be Oprah.
No, Oprah's, she loves
She's
herself.
too smart. She's too smart.
All of a sudden, the hashtag she knew, about Harvey Weinstein, and she knew all that was going on. That was just follow her like a lost puppy dog, and I don't think she likes it. But anyway, the show's over. Let's go collect
Done.
$1 million.
$1 million richer.
We'll be back next
Hope you
week.
were entertained.
Lisa King, get ready, baby, because
Black Widow,
you are
new
going to be
hashtag.
here. Hashtag One Lucky Gal. We'll be back next week. I love everybody. Everybody that chimed in.
Be
Maria,
happy.
get your butt back in my chair. All right, please. All right, we'll be back.